Hello lovely people, hope you're all doing really well. I've got another video for you today. It's a little mini haul from Home Bargains. This is going to be my last, well, I say it's going to be my last autumnal stroke Halloween haul. Who knows, maybe I'll find some more stuff, but this is sort of the last of the things that I've bought recently, and yeah, I'm going to try not to buy anything else because I've got plenty. But yeah, I just wanted to show you what I've gotten from Home Bargains recently. So I hope everybody is doing really well. It's currently Tuesday, and I'm quite looking forward to this evening because my dad and his wife are coming up for a visit, and he's currently visiting my brother, because since my brother moved up north to be nearer to family up here, I've not seen sort of them all together for quite some time, and yeah, very rarely that we all get together at the same time. I see my dad, I wouldn't say regularly, but I see him as often, you know, as often as we can. I mean, you know, obviously it's difficult when you don't live close, and but yeah, it's rare that we actually all get together with my brother and the kids, and you know, everybody all at once. So yeah, hopefully it will be nice. I'm finishing work, just on a quick break at the moment whilst I'm filming this, and yeah, we're gonna all go out for a meal. So my dad and his wife are coming up. They're round my brother's already because they've not seen my brother's new place yet. So they're spending the day together, and then I'm joining them when I finish work, and we're all going to go out for a meal. So I'm looking forward to that. And then is it next week that, yeah, next week, my brother's two eldest children and my two nephews that are nearly grown up now, it just makes me feel old. He's got two children from a previous relationship, and yeah, they're coming up for the first time as well because they've not seen my brother's new place, and they're going to be staying for a few days. So I'm really looking forward to that because I don't get to see them very often. They live down south with their mum, and yeah, it's I probably only see them realistically once a year, which sounds awful, but they're just so far away, and yeah, it's usually Christmas that I see them. So I'm so over the moon to be seeing them next week. They're coming up. I think my brother said he's picking them up, but then they're going to get a train home, which I've booked for them. And yeah, it's 3 changes. They've got 3 changes to get back home because they live near London. So, but yeah. Anyway, they're going to be staying for a few days at my brother's house, so it's just going to be so nice to actually, I'm going to have to like see if, I don't know, I'm either going to have to book off maybe an afternoon from work or something, because it would be nice if I could actually, because my brother's got some time off with it being half term at the moment. My brother's actually got some time off so that he can spend time with the kids whilst they're off school. And like I say, it's so rare that we all get together like that. I'm just hoping that if I manage to book like maybe a half day off, I can join them and do something for the day. But until I know my brother's itinerary, and I know, like, because I don't know whether he's got specific things planned that he wants to do with them, but it'll be nice if they have got something planned, whether I could join them or not. So anyway, that's really good. Another bit of good news is I did actually manage to get my MRI scan rebooked, and they woke me up yesterday morning. I had the phone number that they gave me to ring first thing Monday morning to try and rebook it, because I thought, if I don't have any luck with that, if I ring them and they turn around and say, oh yeah, it's going to be, you know, like weeks away or months away, then I'm just going to look into going private. But if they have something for me, then obviously I might as well get it done for free. But yeah, they beat me to it. They woke me up on Monday morning. Really early they rang me, and I was kind of half with it because I was still, you know, in bed, and they were like, oh, we've got a slot for tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. And I was like, yeah, that's great, thanks. And I kind of didn't really think much of it because normally any other day of the week I'd be available at 6:30 on a weekday. So I just said yes. And then after I put the phone down, I was like, oh crap. Like, it's the day that I'm having the meal out with my brother and my dad and that. And I was just like, of all the time, like the rarity of us lot all getting together for a meal out. and they then want to send me for an MRI scan. Literally, like the table's booked for 6 and they wanted to send me for my scan at 6:30. So I had to try ring them back. Could I get through? No. I tried about 4 times throughout the day. I left a voicemail and it got to late afternoon and no one was ringing me back, and I was starting to panic because I was thinking, if I don't show and then they turn around and say, well, we didn't get your message or whatever, that will be against me. So I ended up ringing a sort of general area hospital number, and then I asked to speak to the operator, and then the operator will say to you, what hospital do you want to speak to and what department, and then they put you through. Anyway, someone picked up like that, didn't they? So I don't know whether the booking number that I was given on Saturday was wrong or what, but I got through straight away. So anyway, I managed to change it, and they actually had something available for Wednesday. So yeah, it's tomorrow. So yeah, fingers crossed. And I'm going to turn up early, just in case. And when I was on the phone, I was like, I kept repeating the time. I was like, so it's 6:30, is it? It's 6:30, and they were like, yes. And I was like, so it's 6:30 Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday the 22nd at 6:30, because you know it was all that problem about like them saying, oh well, it was this time, and I was like, no, I had it on my calendar at a different time. So anyway, fingers crossed, it actually happens now. So yeah, and my mum, I can't remember if I've mentioned this or not, but my mum is currently away. She's gone away, so yeah, just me on me Todd for a few weeks. Although I did see my brother's kids at the weekend. I saw my brother and his kids. We actually popped down to the park and the kids were playing, so that was really nice. It was nice just to get out and get a bit of air. I didn't end up going to the beach in the end. I said I was going to go for a walk on the beach, but time ran away with me with all my house chores and everything else I had to do. And then, yeah, I ended up seeing my brother and the kids instead, but that was really nice. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I've got. It's really, really quiet this afternoon at work. I'm probably going to jinx it now. But it is quiet, and I'm taking a very late lunch break. I have eaten, it's just I was eating at my desk and I haven't had an actual like break away from my desk. So right, let me show you what I have got. It's only a little mini haul. This is massive. I got another pumpkin, of course I did. I got a lovely red one. This is so soft and squidgy. It's one of these like boucle ones, and I love the colour. This is from the Harvest collection. Excuse my chip nails. I still haven't gotten around to redoing them. I am going to redo them after this video because I am not going out for a meal with my fingers looking like this. And they're all broken as well. I had a couple that ripped. I had a really bad one at the weekend that ripped. My thumbnail ripped right down to the quick, into the pink, and it absolutely killed. I've been having to wear a plaster on it for a few days just to stop me catching it, but it's just about okay now to wear without a plaster. But then since then, another 2 have broken, so now I've got like loads of uneven length nails. So I think I'm just going to cut them all back and have them short for a little bit, and then they can at least all grow out the same length. And yeah, I'm going to repaint them. So yeah, anyway, sorry, I'm digressing. I got this this pumpkin. I've already got quite a few of these sort of like teddy boucle soft pumpkins now, but I don't have a red one. I love the colour of this one because it's just something a bit different. I've got the traditional orange one, and then I've got a couple of other colours. So yeah, it's just nice to have a different coloured one. But this, I can't remember how much this one was. I think it might have been £8. I don't think I've got the receipt in. Oh no, I do. Here we go. I didn't know whether I'd left the receipt in my purse, but it's in the bag. So let's have a look at how much the pumpkin was. Was that? Oh no, that's a different one. No. Oh, here we go. Can't be that one, surely. Hold on a minute. Sorry, guys. That can't be right, unless they've... Is it really? Blimey. It's $3.99. Pumpkin style cushion, medium. That's medium. the ones in B&M that were this size were like £10, and they were considered large. I mean, they did like really mini ones, and then they did ones that were about this sort of big, and then they did massive ones. But they were a tenner in B&M. That's the only other thing that's on here, so it must be that one. I thought it was £8. Pumpkin style cushion, medium. Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. $3.99. That's crazy. Bargain. I'm not gonna knock it. Wow. Okay, I didn't realise it was that cheap. It's bad, isn't it, that I'm picking things up off the shelf and not actually looking at what the price is. To be fair, I do normally. But I for some reason I thought it was £8. Anyway, it's lovely and soft. And I don't really know what to do with this one because I've got quite a lot now. I might have to just put this one on the floor because it's too big. I mean, I could put it on my sofa just as a decoration. I mean, no one sits on my sofa anyway. Although with my dad and his wife coming later, they'll need to. I might just put it on the floor. I might just put it on the floor. I've got nowhere else to put it. Anyway, lovely colour, that one. Yeah, they're staying over. I didn't mention that. They're staying over because it's an evening meal, and then my dad, where he lives, I mean, it's not like he lives in Australia or anything, but it's well over an hour for him to get home, and you know he's not obviously a spring chicken that he once was, and it's a lot of driving he's doing today, and he's also been away in an event that he went to over the weekend. I think he went down to, Liverpool. He went to Liverpool for some kind of show. So yeah, he's done a lot of driving and he's knackered. And he just said to me, "Oh, could you recommend?" He said, "Could you recommend a local hotel? Because I think we're just gonna stay over because he didn't want to do the drive." It's also like driving. You know, obviously it's getting dark by about 6 now, and I think my dad was not really wanting to drive in the dark when he's tired. And his wife hasn't passed her test yet, so I was like, oh, you can just stay at mine, because I had a spare bed in the upstairs bedroom, but it was broken, so I couldn't have anyone stay, but I have since managed to sell it. I managed to sell it on eBay because it was a shame to get rid of it. I've had it a really long time. I've had it about 15, 16 years, that bed. It used to be my bed, and then I got a different one, and then that one became my spare one. And it's an original cast iron Victorian bed. It was absolutely gorgeous, but it was broken. It was fixable, but it needs to be fixed by someone who knows what they're doing, or like who's handy. It's way beyond me. And to be honest, I mean, if the room had been bigger, I would have paid for someone to fix it. But because my spare room upstairs, I mean, it is a double, but it's a small double, and this bed was so big, because they, you know, the old Victorian cast iron beds have like the tall metal footboard, is it a footboard? As well as a headboard end. They have like the tall bars at the foot of the bed as well. So visually it's quite in your face if you've only got a small space. And basically because it's an awkward shape, because it's a dormer room in my bungalow, it's a dormer room, and it's got an awkward shape to it. And I've got built-in cupboards, like built-in wardrobe down one side, and then the dormer window makes an awkward shape at the other end of the room. So there's only one way round that the bed can go, and those big metal bars at the foot of the bed like hit you the minute you walk in the room. I mean, it was only just enough room to open the door, and then you've got those right there, and you had to kind of shuffle sideways to get past it to get to the bed. So it just really was not practical, and I was kind of sad getting rid of it, because like I say, I have had it a really long time. And this might sound daft, but it was one of my last connections that I had to my old cat as well. I had a cat growing up. I got her for my 7th birthday, and she lived until I was just shy of 26. She was 19, well, just shy of 19 when she died. So I grew up with her, and she was my baby. She was my everything. And when that used to be my main bed, of course, that was like, she was around then, and I just have memories of like her snuggling, you know, down on the bed with me of a night, and her keeping on it during the day and that. And obviously, I mean, she's been gone a long time, but over the years, obviously, you change your furniture and you sort of change things up, and I've moved several times since she passed away. And so as the years have gone on, there's less and less things that I have that sort of connect me to when she was around. And so that was another reason I was a bit sad to let it go, because I could still envision her like sleeping on that bed. But you can't, you know, you can't hold on to these things forever. You just have to let them go. So I've got a memory. So if my mum made me bawl my eyes out for I think it was my birthday it was my birthday one year. My mum had traipsed through all of her, because obviously I'm from an era where we actually had physical photographs and you had to go and get your film processed, and my mum's got loads of photo albums. She went traipsing through all of her photo albums and got all of the ones of my cat out from her family albums and put them together in an album just for me, and gave it to me for my birthday. And I opened it and I bawled my eyes out. So yeah, oh dear, loved her. Anyway, I shall carry on. I have got another pumpkin. This is a rattan one. Little green and white, or white, it's more sort of like a cream, I suppose, a little stripy one. But again, I liked it because it was an unusual colour. And again, it's the same like Harvest collection. Again, they did these in different colours. This is, I mean, look at the size difference between those two. But yeah, I just like this one because it was green. And I think this one was $2.99. Yeah, rattan pumpkin $2.99. So the other one was $3.99. And isn't that crazy though? I swear that's a mistake. How can that one be $2.99 and then that one only be £1 more? That's crazy. Anyway, this one I'm probably going to have in the kitchen because of the rattan. I think that might look quite nice in the kitchen. So that was that one. And then, hold on. I'm just going to put this up here so I don't, oh, God, break whatever's in there. I'm going to put this up here so I don't have to keep bending. Oh, it's that. Yeah, I have to be really careful with this. It's quite thin glass. I got this little, this is so cute. I got this little mushroom vase. It's really, really sweet. It's also going to be really difficult to clean. I do have a, it's here actually, because I was using it this morning to clean my straw. I've got one of these bendy, I think I showed you this in one of my plastic-free kitchen videos. Got this silicone bendy straw cleaner. This will probably get down in, yeah, it does. I mean, I won't be able to give it a really good scrub, but I'll be able to get in all the little nooks and crannies, because the other problem is it's this mushroom head bit. It's sort of got a platform around here, so if you fill up the water too, I'll just have to make sure I don't fill up the water to there, because otherwise it will flood into this upper section, and then that is going to be really hard to clean. I mean, I can get this round, but it is going to be difficult. So yeah, I'll just have to make sure I only keep a little bit of water in it at the bottom. But I just thought it was really sweet, and look, it just gives you an idea of what it would look like if you put a little sprig of flowers in. It looked quite cute. But they did them in some different colours. I would have actually preferred the slightly darker one, but they only actually had this one left when I went in there, so because they are sort of getting to the stage where they're getting rid of a lot of their autumnal things now, annoyingly. I'll tell you what else I'm really peeved off about in Home Bargains this year, and it was quite early on, I think it was back in August, when I was scrolling through, you know, you just scroll through all of the socials and like adverts and stuff on Facebook, and Home Bargains advert came up, and it was showing you what all of the, you know, autumnal and Halloween bits were going to be. And they had this gorgeous cushion that was like a book of spells, and it was really big. And I thought, oh, that would be ideal for my bed because it's quite big and it's flat in like a book shape. It would be great for sitting up in bed with and using it like to prop myself up behind. Did I find it? No. I looked in several Home Bargains and I kept going back throughout the whole of this season, like so far. Every time I've gone, they haven't had it. I've asked the staff, and they've said, oh, you know, more Halloween stuff will be coming out a bit nearer the time. But I mean, we are now right near Halloween, and I've seen all the stock, and it's just not there. So I don't know whether they only did them in limited stores, but they had these photos of them, and I've also seen people online with showing photos of the one, and they were like, I got it, and I was like, I want that cushion. They didn't do it, so I'm a bit annoyed at that really. Perhaps I'll have to keep an eye out on eBay and see if anyone gets rid of it after autumn. But anyway, this was how much was this vase? Mushroom vase, £1.99. That's alright, isn't it? £1.99 for that. It's cute. I do still have quite a few flowers left in the garden, so I could just take like maybe one cut. I've got loads of roses out at the moment. I could maybe just like cut one rose and have that in there and put it on top of my fireplace. That would look really nice. So there you go. That was £1.99. And then a couple more bits left. I got another pair of socks. Nightmare Before Christmas. I actually bought a Nightmare Before Christmas pair of socks last year, and they're still my favourite pair because they've got bats on. But then I also bought another pair of Nightmare Before Christmas socks a few weeks back, and now I've gone and bought another pair, but they're all different. This one's obviously got him multiple times. In fact, these are more of a slipper sock because they've got those like silicone dots on them to stop you from slipping on hard floors. So I think these are more of like a slipper sock. I mean, it just says cozy socks, but obviously normal socks you wouldn't expect to have those on the bottom. But I mean, you know, I'd probably only wear them around the house anyway. But yeah, they're so lovely and fluffy, and I quite like the pinstripe. It's only subtle. If you stretch it apart, you can see it more, but I like the pinstripe, and it's got a slight glitteriness to it. So, but they're so soft, and these are only £2. So I got those. Yeah, the one I bought a few weeks back had Jack Skellington's face on again, but just 3 of them sort of down the side of like the ankle. And then my pair from last year that I think were from Primark has just got his face just really big once at the top of the sock, and then bats all the way down. Love them. I wish I'd have bought more pairs at the time. And then the last 2 bits I've got, I'm just going to show them at the same time because they're the same. It's just they're a different colour. I got a Hello Autumn mug with all of these like gourds and squashes and pumpkins on in this beautiful deep green, gorgeous colour. But then I also, terrible, I can't believe I bought, I mean, not only do I have a mug problem where I have like got too many, and I need to do a massive cull of my mugs, but I went and bought 2 of the same mug. But I honestly couldn't choose the colour. I got this one in like a, I don't know what you'd call that, like a mulberry. It's kind of like a deep reddish purple. But yeah, they were both, oh, it shows up a little bit more if I do it closer up of it. It's like a mulberry colour. But yeah, I just couldn't choose between them. I kept picking them up and I was like, oh, I really love that colour. And then I was like, oh no, but I like that one. Oh, what am I like? And I love the shape. I think these are microwave safe. Let me have a little look. Yeah, they're microwave and dishwasher safe. They're like a, I think they're like a stoneware or an earthenware. Pretty, you know, pretty hefty. They're not delicate. There's some little leaves on there as well, actually. But yeah, I loved the shape. They're a nice size. I don't like small mugs, but I like how it narrows towards the top. It's quite nice to hold. But yeah, oops. So yeah, that's it. Like I say, I'm gonna try and not buy any more stuff. So this will be my last autumnal haul now. But you know, I've got some other videos that I can do coming up to continue my plastic-free journey and show you some more of the things that I do to help reduce plastic waste. I did one to do with my kitchen, but I can show you what I do for like the bathroom, personal body care products, that kind of thing. So yeah, I shall do some more videos on that soon. So anyway, I best get back to work and check in with my emails. And oh, did I mention how much they were? $1.49. Yeah, $1.49. I did get some other bits as well, but they weren't really worth showing. They were just sort of general top-up things. I got some chocolate and sweets and cat food and stuff. Managed to get one of my rump steaks that I love from Home Bargains. They do Irish rump steak in there for like £3.49, which you can't even get a steak like for that price in Aldi or Lidl now. So what else did I get? Did I get anything else worth mentioning? The rest of it was just sweets. Just sweets and a couple more of those face mists that I think I've shown you before. The like an orange vitamin C face mist spray. That's about it really. So there you go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much. And I shall speak to you again soon. Hope you all have a lovely day and take care. Thank you. Bye bye.